Guten Tag, and welcome back to LeEdFollow. We're at the Nurburgring still. This is day 3, and today, something a little bit different. We're actually going to be walking the entirety of the Nordschleife. Okay, so the Nurburgring being 13 miles long, there's far too many corners to show you all of them, and it would be a bit boring. So what we're going to do is we're just going to show you the ones that are cool or interesting. There is actually a path that pretty much follows the track, and you can go all the way around the track. So that's 13 miles on foot. It is a recipe for blisters, but if you've done lots of long distance walking before, it should be a doddle for most people. So as we're staying in a hotel at Adenau, it makes sense for us to start our walk of the track from the Adenau Forst. So one of the coolest corners of the track. So after quite a walk up a hill, we are now at Adenau Forst. Hopefully, was it like 9 o'clock in the morning? We're going to start to see some industry pool cars coming along, which would be quite fun. Now, whenever we've walked the track before, we've always gone clockwise, but just to mix things up a little bit, we're actually going to take an anti-clockwise route around the track. So come along and join us for the walk. Oh yeah, that plonker. Gravel everywhere, which ended up in my front bumper. Anyway, back to the tour. We are just past Foxhole, and we're crossing over the bridge before Arenberg. There are some Hyundais going around in packs of about 5 or 6, and they're suspiciously evenly gapped. So we're suspecting they might be testing out some autonomous like radar guided cruise control. It could be that maybe the lead car is doing all the driving and everybody is following suit behind, because they're in perfect formation. It's like watching the red arrows going around. Oh yeah, somebody's painted a zebra crossing. That's awesome. So we just come a little bit away from the track after going to the Sabine Schmidt curve, because we want to kind of head inland a bit past Apex Nurburg and the entrance to the track, so that we can head towards the famous Ed garage and grab ourselves some lunch, maybe even some Nur stickers. So now we're in the fantastic little village of Nurburg that the track's actually named after. That's kind of cool. Two things it's got: its own castle and a huge number of car rental places. So if the idea of driving all the way to the Nurburgring doesn't appeal to you, you can hop on a plane, fly here,
and rent yourself a fantastic car that's suitable to take straight out on the track.
Very shiny. Very cool. Yeah, totally. I mean, if you can rent this, I'd love to take a Super around the ring. I mean, I don't think we're going to have time this trip. They got another one down there.
So we've just passed the main entrance. We're going to hang a little left and take a shortcut through the overflow car park.
One of the problems, if you are going to walk the Nurburgring, is there's not always a path everywhere. I mean, we're next to the final straight, which goes down to the Devil's Diner and the entrance here. And yeah, this is the path.
Now it's just straight down this road, and then we can chuck a right underneath the bridge, which takes you under the final straight and brings us straight to the Ed garage.
Now you may be wondering why a lot of the footage today is about Hyundais. No, we're not on a Hyundai experience day or anything. It's just a coincidence that it looks like Hyundai has actually rented out the track for its own testing, or actually, sorry, driving academy is what is actually plastered on the side of every vehicle. So potential customers or people that have already bought the cars maybe. Okay, so we are now at the famous Ed garage. If anybody's been to the Nurburgring, you'll know why. I mean, it's famous. Okay, so this is going to be a great place to stop and grab some lunch, something to drink. Very nice, very tasteful. I've gone for the typical German bread, meat and cheese. Back under the track and up those little steps there we can see in the distance.
So this is current gravel.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing a good out of shape now.
For anybody that's done the track, you'll recognise that corner. So that's the last right-hand bend before you get onto the final straight. So this is actually coming up from mini carousel, if you can see it there in the distance. So it's actually amazing when you're on foot just how much it backs on itself. It's a proper like horseshoe here. So we're at the famous Brunn Shen. We're just over half around the track. This is the one that everybody knows because it's the one where everybody's crashing on YouTube and it always gets caught. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but let's see what's going around today.
Of course, more Hyundais. What else would it be? I will be back.
So we're just at Hona Act, which is just behind me there, and I thought I'd just show you, there's this old piece of track here, which is the original bit of style stricker. So if you followed this all the way down, you'd essentially cut out the carousel, and that would take you to the style stricker corner. So I just thought I'd show that interesting tidbit.
Here we are at the famous carousel. You probably won't have to wait too long for something to come through here.
Oh wow, Mark III Astra. I had one of those. And here we are at Style Stricker. The carousel is just up there, and you can see right in the middle of the shot the actual road that comes off the track and up that hill that we were at earlier.
Yes.
So following the track, we're going past Klostertal, probably pronouncing that wrong, and Kesselchen on the way to Bergwerk.
So that's the sound of probably the last cars going around that we're going to see now. So we're pretty much back at Adden now, so we'll probably sign off at this point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Bye bye.